no reason. So first thing is we are going to cover the who, what, when, where, why, and how for land ownership. So who is buying land right for? What does it even mean to buy land, and what do you gain from it? Where should you buy this piece of land that you're looking to own? How do you go about doing it? And there's a whole bunch of other things, but I think the main thing to start with is why. And that's what we're going to cover in this first chapter or this first video is why. Why buy land? So buying land isn't like buying a house or buying commercial property. That is pretty much what most people do is they, look to buy rentals, or they'll want to buy some commercial property like an office building or something like that. And those things are great, but land is probably the easiest real estate asset to buy, and it's probably the most affordable and cheap. And that's just one reason. And so the thing is, it takes a certain mindset to want to own land. And that's probably, if you're watching this, you're probably convinced on why, but I also want to share some other reasons that you might have not even considered. So the first thing is land is a non-depreciating asset, doesn't lose value. It's similar, the prices might go up or down, but it isn't. If you even look at, like, if you buy a piece of commercial real estate or something, you can depreciate over time on your taxes. But land, it's a non-depreciating asset, meaning it usually doesn't go down in value, and the longer you hold it, there's a high likelihood that it does go up in value. So it doesn't go anywhere. It's not a house that can burn down, or a house where like bugs can get in and infestations. It's just land, and that's the beauty of it. You can leave it alone, and it'll just sit there and you own it, and it's a form of wealth. The second thing is affordability. So that is why I got into the land business, why we started our company. And when I was, like about 5 years ago or 6 years ago now, I wanted to get into real estate. I read this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, which is a great book. And he talks about how assets build wealth and the wealthy own assets. And I was like, okay. And he was talking a lot about like owning single family houses, renting them out, and that is a form of wealth. And I was like, okay, let me go see if I can buy houses. The problem was I didn't have a super strong W 2, and I was still very young at that time. So it was very hard to get a bank to give me a loan on like three, four houses to buy and rent them out. So then I started looking at, okay, what are some other ways that I can still get into real estate that don't involve the banks and just complications, right? We all know that banks are not on our side. And after seeing 2008, and, but anyway, so realized that I couldn't do that, like buying houses, renting them out. And maybe I could have if I was really creative. But regardless, I went on Google and I was like, okay, what are some other ways that I can get into real estate? And then there were a few things that came up. It was like mobile homes or tax liens. And then there was land. It was like at the top 10 ways to get into real estate. And there was a list of all these random things, like what I was saying, mobile homes, tax liens, tax deeds, and then land. So I was like, okay, this land thing seems interesting. So then I go on Google, type in cheap land for sale, end up on this website called Land Watch. And I noticed that, and then I sorted from low to high on the pricing. And I started seeing that there were pieces of land, like small, maybe an acre, which is about 43,000 square feet. And people were asking $4,000 for it. And I saw that and I was like, wow, houses are hundreds and thousands of dollars, and they're getting more expensive. You have to manage them, you have to pay interest. And I was like, I could just pay $3,000 or $4,000 and buy my own piece of land and just own it. And I could build on it in the future. So the second thing that you see on this list here is affordability, right? You can get into your first piece of property for a few $1,000s all the way to a few $1 million. And that's what I love about land, is that there's pretty much something for everybody. And the camera zoomed back in. So there's something for everybody. And You don't have to have, hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting there for you to own your own land. And once I saw that it was like you can buy something for $3 or $4,000, I also noticed that you can make payments on it. You can literally purchase land for, $100 a month through what's called owner financing, which we have a whole separate chapter on. That does not involve the banks, and it's basically a payment plan between you and the person you're purchasing the piece of land from. So I saw that, okay, for $100 a month, I spend probably 4 or 5 bucks on my daily cup of coffee. And over a month, that's $150. And now I can own this piece of land for less than the price of my cup of coffee. With that said, right, it's affordable. Land is affordable. And the third thing is it's scarce, meaning it's becoming the more rare, right? And they can't make any more land. There's a saying, right? You just can't make any more land. Buy land because they're not making any more of it. So anytime that things get rare or more purchased, they become more expensive. So scarcity is another thing when it comes to think about when why buy land. The fourth thing is it's very easy to manage. You don't have tenants, right? You don't have water heaters. You don't have plumbing. You don't have toilets that you need to fix or that are leaking. You don't have termites, or you don't have all these other things that involved owning like a building or owning a house. For the most part, you can leave the piece of land to just sit there. And if it's rural, you don't even have to cut the grass. You don't have to do anything. If it's like like the picture that you see right there, you do not have to go cut the grass every 2 weeks on this property. It just sits there for you. So it's the ease of management. It's something that everyone can own without it becoming a pain in the ass. The fourth one is owner finance. There's a ton of land available with owner financing, which is super powerful. And I kind of touched on that earlier. Anytime you buy land buying a real estate asset using a bank, you have to pay things like loan origination fees, title, closing. There's all these other fees that stack up. And with owner financing, you don't need any banks. You don't even need amazing credit. Uh, it's a loan agreement between you and the seller, and you can get into your own property. And the last reason, which is why I got into land a while ago now, is wealth building. Each property, it's just like in Monopoly, land is just like any other asset. And over the long run, the more assets you accumulate, the wealthier you become. So these are just some of the reasons. There's many more, reasons on why buy land. But the question you should be asking yourself is, why do I want to buy land? What is the reason? It could be some of these, or it could be all of them, or it could be something completely else, like something else. And that's something for you to think about. And now we're going to go into what does land ownership look like and all the details and the nerdy stuff. But the most important thing is starting with the right mindset of why land. Uh, so I will stop this video here and we're going to go into the details next. So, yeah, what is your reason? Why do you want to buy land?